today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Cincinnati. The return man, Wilson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Burrow's
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. Past the 20, 10, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Holding, defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Now Burrow. Green with a catch left side.
Burrow's pass complete to
an extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 57 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. On 1st and 10, Cousins eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And 3rd and long for Cousins. He may try and run for this. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7. Dan Bailey on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Vikings 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Down at the 31. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35. 4 is out of bounds. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
1st and 10 at the 45.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Joe Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Steps away. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll throw again. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Cousins.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 13, Bengals 10.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes.
There goes Green. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Randy Bullock to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here's Osborne. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drop. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen, and even 50 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and good. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. The solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Joe, second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep
A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 53 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up the throw from the gun. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 28. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 2 now, second and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for
another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal.
From the 2-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, two-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? Do you see the coaches signaling? All the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And Green with a catch left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
37-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Burrow on the slant, complete to Green. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
The 2-point conversion.
And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
For Cincinnati.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 44, Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now Cousins. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Cousins on the keeper.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
There's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
10 more yards.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Jefferson. And got his man. Complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Cousins here to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Cousins to throw. Rolling to his right. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when... But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game.
Not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.